So in this one, we're going to be talking about a parabola. So again, just like you did in the earlier part of the semester, we're going to be talking about vertical hyperbolas, which is here, or parabolas, which is here on the left. But now we're going to introduce this parabola that's sitting on its side. So we have two different forms. These should be on your formula sheet. So if you look under conic sections, these formulas should be there. So you have x minus h squared equals 4p. That p value is going to be kind of important to us. And then y minus k. You'll notice that on the right side there's no square, and on the left-hand side you have a quantity that's squared. And then over here you have your horizontal parabola, and then on the left you have your square, and on the right you do not. Just like you did when we were finding locator points, K is going to be your vertex. So if you look at this little picture, the vertex is your H comma K. Just be careful that in the one that's horizontal, the H is always with the X and the K is always with the Y. It opens up if the P value, this number right here, is greater than 0 or positive, and it opens down if it's less than 0. So if the quantity is x that's being squared, then you're going to have a vertical. And if the quantity being squared contains a y, you'll have a horizontal. The p-value, and this one you might want to make a note, the p-value in each of these equations comes from the distance that the vertex is from what we call the focus and a line we call the directrix. So the vertex is p units away from the directrix and p units away from the focus. Same idea goes over here. So your vertex is right where I'm pointing. It's p units to the focus and p units to the directrix in the opposite direction. The focus is always inside of the parabola. So that's how you can always tell. So for number 1, it says graph the quantity x plus 1 squared equals 4, y minus 3. So this one, because on the left-hand side it's x plus 1 squared, so x is being squared, I know this is going to be a vertical parabola. Now, whether or not it opens up or down, we're not quite sure yet. So I'm just going to write up or down. The way that you determine that, if it's up or down, is to see the number 4 right here. That'll determine if it opens up or down. Since 4 is positive, then it's going to open up. So I circle it. For me, it just helps me to have that visual. Now the vertex, your H value is -1 and your K is 3, just like we found them back when we talked about functions. The 4P, if you look at the 4 right there that we used to determine that it opened up, that is the value 4P, which also tells you what the P value is. So if 4P equals 4, then P has to equal 1. So 4 is your 4P, and 4 will also give us our focal width. That's going to be how wide the parabola is through the focus. So 4, the number on the outside, told us that it opened up because it was positive. It also gives us what 4P is, and also gives us our focal width, which is all good information. Now from here, I'm not going to do anything else until I plot my points. So I'm going to scoot over to my graph and plot my vertex. What was it? -1, 3. And go ahead and label that with a V for vertex. And then we know that this opens up, so our focus is going to be up above the vertex. So our P value, if I scoot over to the left, the P value in this one was just 1. That's going to tell you how far away your focus is from the vertex that we just drew. So our focus is going to be 1 unit up from where the vertex is. And the directrix is 1 unit below the vertex. So whatever that p-value is, tells you quite a bit of information. Now, before you just willy-nilly draw in a parabola that opens up, the focal width, see where my pencil or my stylus is? It's at the focus. The focal width was 4, which means that if you were to go across 4 units, that'll give you how wide the parabola is. Since it is symmetrical, it's a parabola, they're symmetrical, I'm going to go 2 units to the left and 2 units to the right for a total width of 4. And what that does is that allows us to draw in a nice shape parabola. Again, if you count through the focus from the left to the right here, that's a total of 4 units. Now your axis of symmetry, I tend to do in a different color because it gets a little bit crazy here. Your axis of symmetry, which you did do before, your axis of symmetry goes right through the vertex. Now, axis of symmetries and directrixes are equations aligned, so we want to write them as lines. So I'm going to zoom back out so I can copy down what I have. My focus I have labeled as -1, 4. Directrix is y equals 2. And the axis of symmetry, x equals -1. Looking at problem number 2, now this one is not in standard form, so we're going to have to put it in standard the standard equation first, so that it looks like one of the formulas or one of the standard forms that are on your formula sheet that are above in this page. So now here, just looking at this, I see an x squared. So right off the bat, I can write that this is going to be a vertical parabola. So I know it's going to either open up or down. At this point, I really have no idea, so we're going to keep on going. We are going to have to complete the square, so I'm going to have to move the 2y to the other side. I would leave a little space after the -2x because, again, we're going to have to complete the square. So I'm going to figure out what that value is. So you take your b value, in this case -2, divide it by 2, and square it. So you end up getting 1. Don't forget to add that to both sides. And this on the left factors in x minus 1 squared. If you don't remember how to complete the square, you might want to go back to the review that I had posted or the lesson that we did on completing the square. Now on the right-hand side, in order to get this right-hand side to look like it did in the last one, the 2 that's in front of the y is going to have to get factored out. So that makes that y plus 1/2 when we factor that out. This is your standard form of our parabola. So now, see the 2 that I factored out, that becomes what determines if it opens up or down. It tells us our 4p, and it is also our focal width. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in while I'm at it. Since 2 is positive, I know it's going to open up. Now, if 2 were negative, I would circle down. 2, this number 2 that I'm going to highlight, is going to tell you what 4p is. Oops. And it's also going to tell you what the focal width is. So 2 is equal 4p, and 2 is your focal width. Now, if 4p equals 2, then p is equal to 1/2. Just divide both sides by 4, you get 2/4, which is 1/2. And the vertex is your h, which is 1, and your k, which is -1/2. So we've gotten all that we needed to from the equation, so I'm going to go ahead and scoot over to my graph and plot my vertex first. So 1, -1/2. A little V there for the vertex. Now it opens up, so our focus is going to be above the vertex, and it's whatever the p-value is. So our p-value is 1/2. So putting your pencil on the vertex, you're going to go up 1/2. Do that in a different color so you can see it. And that's your focus. And you're going to go down 1/2, and that's your directrix. Now we're going to use the focal width. If you put your pencil on the focus, the focal width is how wide this is going to go. Our focal width was 2. That was the number that was highlighted that we factored out earlier, which means that we're going to go to the left one and to the right one for a total of 2 units. And then that helps you to draw in a nice sized parabola. And the last thing is your axis of symmetry, which goes right through the vertex. And once everything's drawn, I'm going to go over and just fill out everything that I have here. So the focus was at 1, 0. The directrix was y equals -1. And the axis of symmetry, x equals 1. For number 3, we have y squared minus 8x minus 6y plus 17 equals 0. Now, before I even get started doing anything, I notice right off the bat that it's a y squared. So y squared is going to tell me that I now have a horizontal parabola, which means that this one is going to either open to the left or to the right. Now, until I complete the square and get it in standard form, I'm not really quite sure at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and get this set up to complete the square. So I'm going to move everything but the y's over. Now I am completing the square, so I'm going to leave a little space in there. Let's complete the square. So -6 divided by 2 and square that, you'll get 9. So you'll have y minus 3 squared. When you factor it, 8x minus 8. And then the last step here, to make it look like a standard form, I'm going to have to factor out the 8. Which is really good because that now gives us that all-important 4p, which is needed for a lot of things. Okay, so first off the bat, before I do anything, that 8 will tell you left or right. Since it's positive, it's going to open to the right. The 8 also tells us what 4p is, and it also tells us the focal width. So going back up, the p-value will be 2, looking at the equation we wrote. Now be careful with the vertex. The vertex, remember the h is always with the x, k is always with the y, so this one would be 1, 3. It's very easy to accidentally go left to right because you're so used to it, so just be careful. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and plot my vertex on my graph. So 1, 3. And then since our p-value was, what was our p-value? 2? Yeah. And it opens to the right, the focus is going to go to the right 2 units. Now if it opened to the left, our focus would be to the left. And the directrix is 2 units to the right, or to the left. And then the last thing you need to worry about is that focal width. Now, since it's going to be opening to the right, the focal width is going to be up and down this time. The focal width was 8, which means it's going to be 4 above the focus and 4 below. And then you can draw in your parabola. And then the last, I guess I have to draw my axis of symmetry. The axis of symmetry this time will now go horizontally. All right, let's label everything and put it in our, so the focus is at 3, 3. The directrix is the vertical line, so it's x equals -1, and the axis of symmetry is horizontal, so it's y equals 3. All right, in this next problem, I went ahead and plotted the points that were given. The vertex is at 3, 0, which I have right here, and the focus 3, -3. So just by looking at this, I can tell without even doing too much that this is going to open down. So I went ahead and put in the equation for a vertical parabola. Now it is opening down, so I know that the number out here is going to be negative, so just keep that in mind. You might want to put it in now so you don't forget it. The h and the k are going to come from your vertex, which is given to us as 3, 0, and the p-value, you may remember, is how far the vertex is from the focus. So if you can count that, then you have your p-value. So this one would be x minus 3, since your h value is 3, 4 times the p-value, which is 3. And remember, we said it was negative, so this would be -12. And then y minus 0. Now you could leave it that way, or it's customary not to write y minus 0, but if you wanted to leave it that way, it's perfectly fine. We just typically write it as -12y. And the last problem here, find the equation of a parabola with a focus of -4, 6 and directrix of x equals 2. So I went ahead and drew those. Now the problem is you have to be able to write an equation with a vertex, and you don't have a vertex. But what you do know is the vertex is directly between the focus and the directrix. So your vertex here would be directly between. So again, if you counted, so if you were at the directrix, 1, 2, 3, that's 3 units away from the directrix, 1, 2, 3 units away from the focus. I'm going to write that, but that's going to be kind of relevant here in just a second. So without knowing my focal width, since I'm not sketching this, I know that it's going to open to the left. So I'm going to, off to the right, go ahead and write down that standard equation for a horizontal parabola. So now your vertex is at -1, 6. Let me write that down. Which means your k value is 6. And your h value is -1. And remember, the p value right here, that's the distance the vertex is from the focus, or the directrix. It does open to the left, so this one is negative. And then that becomes x plus 1, because it'll be minus and -1. Again, it's negative because it opens to the left. I got the 12 from doing the 4 times whatever the p-value is, which